if you keep comboing me. This is so stupid. I was in first. A random thing hits me. Okay, now get combo. Now you're in 15th. I didn't do anything. There's only one reason. Everyone got better items. Someone had a growth item. Someone had a bullet bill. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah, why play it? What hit me there? You can't see anything. No items. Fuck your mother, dude. Oh, get hit again. Yeah, fuck this. Oh, what the fuck? No, enough with this bullshit. So it hits me out of nowhere despite it didn't say that it was following me. Then my fucking speaker doesn't work. Then I get hit by inexplicable bullshit. Then I'm off the track. Fuck this. Fuck all of you. Nothing I can do, dude. What the fuck do you want me to fucking do? You fucking idiots at Nintendo. You stole my freaking golden mushroom. That's it. Done. It has nothing to do with me. Stole my golden mushroom mid-boost. Get hit by a random shell out of nowhere. Nothing I can do about it. 100% item bullshit. No skill required. Garbage fucking game. I pressed it. I pressed the fucking thing. It didn't work. That's ridiculous. I pressed the speaker didn't activate, and he hit me with a red shell. Because the fucking lag sucks in this fucking game now. Dumb fucks. God, Nintendo sucks now. Oh, the mighty have fallen.
How's it going, gaming brothers and gaming sisters? Welcome to another DSP video. Yeah, I know, you guys don't like these videos, but I like doing them. I actually enjoy the concept of listening to this guy, this quote-unquote gamer, having some of the worst and shit takes I have ever heard. When it comes to the Doom one, I can let it slide. It's like, alright, I never really grew up with Doom. I became a Doom fan later on. It wasn't part of my childhood, and I wasn't really invested in the series and like how I am today. But when it comes to Nintendo, something that was part of my childhood, something that I grew up with, something that I love and made me the gamer that I am today, you bet your ass I am defending them all the way. And I just want to make this very clear, I am not a Nintendo fanboy. I am not Harmon Smith. I don't buy everything that Nintendo produces, and I have been very critical and I have criticized all the stupid decisions Nintendo likes to make. I should be the biggest Nintendo defender out there. You know me, the guy that was actually able to meet Reggie at the Super Mario Odyssey release day event. You know, that's a little bit of a flex there. But no, I'm not that kind of person. I will always praise Nintendo when it's deserved, and I will always give Nintendo shit when it's needed. So, DSP recently decided that he was done with Mario Kart World and decided to release a, I can't call it a review, more of a rant. And I thought his Doom takes were bad. This is just fucking worse. Now, I'm not gonna go through the whole review because it is just a bunch of ranting, a bunch of rambling, a bunch of very stupid stuff that he says, and I don't want to make you guys suffer, so I cut out some of it and actually focus on the parts that piqued my interest. So yeah, let's just brace ourselves and get ready, get your helmets, get your carts on, and let's see what DSP Gaming has to say about Mario Kart World.
Also, I did play some of the open world roaming mode. You know, the fact that this game has an open world that you can roam around and you can look for challenges, you can look for hidden question mark blocks or the Peach tokens. So I've pretty much done all of the content of the game. I've unlocked every single cart. The only thing I actually didn't do is I didn't complete all the open world challenges, and I didn't unlock every single outfit for every character. And you might say, well, first of all, why didn't you unlock all of the open world challenges? Because they're completely pointless. If you're not aware, Nintendo advertised Mario Kart World as the first Mario Kart game to have an open world to wander, and said, hey, you're going to want this game because it has more content than any Mario Kart before. You're going to have all these challenges and hidden items and all of that. But what they failed to tell you was that it's completely pointless. All of that open world challenge content literally does nothing. Does it unlock any characters? No. Does it unlock any carts? No. Does it unlock any content at all within the game? No. It's actually completely pointless. What you get are these stickers that you can apply to your profile and stuff. They mean nothing. There's no reason to do any of the content.
Brother, not even 2 minutes into the video and we're already basically spewing a bunch of lies. When he says that he's pretty much done all of the content in the game, that is just a flat out lie. He didn't unlock all of the extra costumes for each racer, and he didn't even unlock mirror mode. And in order for you to unlock mirror mode, you actually have to go play some of the free roam to get some of the Peach medallions and complete some challenges. If not, you can't unlock it. But you can 100% unlock the carts and get the costumes in the free roam, which he is completely incorrect about, and he's just straight up lying. And yes, I'm gonna cut DSP some slack. He is right about the stickers. The stickers are just kind of there for you to do. There is no purpose for them, and it is a thing that if you choose to do so, you can go get them, but yeah, they really serve like no purpose.
There's no reason to do any of the content. Imagine that, a video game that presents you with all of this challenge, but never gives you any outcome after you do it all. Why do it then? If there's no carrot that you're dangling in front of me to keep me moving, if there's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, then why am I going to grind my way through all of this content? It's as if Nintendo had the idea, but literally never finished it. Said, well, we'll advertise like we finished it, but we actually aren't going to. We're just going to have it there for content's sake. This is classic bloat, and it's what's happened, sadly, in the last decade. As consoles were able to start making games that had more content in them, big open worlds, what these game developers started doing was putting in frivolous, repeating, boring, open world grinding content. Think games like Far Cry, or think games like Assassin's Creed. Huge worlds, but what's the point of killing every enemy, taking over every base, and doing every objective if you don't get anything meaningful for it?
The game is fun.
And when it comes to the whole, like, completing the challenges and doing all the stuff in the open world, people can choose if they want to do all of the challenges or not. That's subjective to anyone that plays the game, and because at the end of the day, if they're having fun, just let them have fun. If they want to go and destroy all of the enemy outposts, if they want to go and get all of the logs, if they want to go and unlock every single secret, just let them have it, man, because that shows that they're having fun with the game and they're really enjoying and getting immersed with the world. They don't need any sort of, like, trophy or prize like how DSP thinks that everything should be, because this is the same guy that thinks that he's entitled to 150 bucks every time he comes in and just streams. But actual gamers, like, you know, true gamers, not like this fake gamer that he always claims that he is, we do all of this just to have fun, because at the end of the day, video games should be fun.
Mario Kart World is so bad when it comes to the competitive play. Actual driving skill is a completely moot point, because the game now has 24 racers. At any given moment, someone who's in last place can get the blue shell, the lightning, the bullet bill transformation, the big mushroom transformation, and immediately turbo through everyone right into the top 8. And this happens over and over and over again. Now, admittedly, you do need to have some competence. If you're absolutely garbage at the game, you're not going to win races. But for the most part, playing well is not rewarded, but punished. Because there's 24 racers, if you're out front and you get hit by an item, chances are you're then going to get hit by another one and another one. It's going to become a chain reaction.
So I don't know if all the alcohol or all, like, you know, sniffing his own farts have, like, you know, melted his brain. I really think DSP and the world live in separate, like, dimensions, because this is just fucking ridiculous. Mario Kart has always been about the item usage. That's the thing that makes Mario Kart, that is like the essence and the spirit of Mario Kart. It's getting the items, using the items to fuck over all your opponents and try to get first place. Like, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, anyone that knows about Mario Kart knows that this is just standard Mario Kart. Everything that he's saying is making it sound like this is like his first Mario Kart ever, but I know it isn't, because this guy claims that he is like a long time hardcore gaming is his passion, a guy that grew up with Nintendo and claims that he loves Nintendo. I don't know what to say, man.
And there have been several times where I am absolutely dominating a race front of the pack, and I get hit either by a red shell or a blue shell or whatever it is, and then I get comboed, then I'm at the end of the pack. Then when I go to drive again, you're in last place. Oops, you couldn't get to the qualifier spot and you're eliminated. But I was the best player. I was literally sitting in first for like 3-4 minutes. How can you punish me for that? Mario Kart doesn't care. Mario Kart World is not a competitive game. It's a party game made for, you know, people to just mash buttons and get lucky. And in fact, what people have said is the meta of the game has actually become how to stack, stockpile, and use items, not how to drive. Wow, that sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? No. It doesn't. At all.
And I think this is kind of interesting, because he says here, how can you punish me for being good? Brother, everyone knows that when you play Mario Kart, you don't want to be in first place. Maybe in the middle or maybe in the back, but in first place, you're susceptible to the most damage and you're always at risk of getting hit by the blue shell. And if you get hit by an item and get tossed all the way to last place, well, welcome to Mario Kart, bro. You got Mario Kart, and what do you want me to do? Anyone that has played this game for almost 20 years knows exactly what's gonna happen, and it will happen to everybody. And lastly, no, DSP, your completely wrong about the game just being about items. While item use and item abuse is important, your driving skill is very crucial if you want to win some of your races. You have to know all of the racetracks, you have to know all of the shortcuts, you have to know how to drift properly, you have to learn how to draft off people. And with Mario Kart World, the new inclusions of the railing and the wall riding, you have to learn how to do those too. I've seen a lot of people use those to get to some shortcut and break some maps that I'm just like, bro, that looks fucking cool to do. But no, let's not say that, Phil. Let's just blame Nintendo because they don't know what they're doing and they're fucking idiots, like per usual.
When you play this mode, the higher you place, you earn points. And so you're going to see this points total accumulate. But there's a small problem. The points actually have absolutely no meaning at all. There's no categories, rankings. You don't go from, stone to iron to copper, silver, gold, diamond, plat. Doesn't exist. There's no ranking system at all.
Did this guy just really say he wants a competitive ranking system in Mario Kart? It's fucking Mario Kart. What do you want Mario Kart to be? Like, what is this Mario Kart that Phil desperately wants it? I don't know what, dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking lose in this video.
You can't see how good you are compared to other players. It's completely pointless. It's just a number that either goes up or down, depending on how well you do. The higher you place, the more points you'll get. If you place horribly, you lose points. But who cares? The game doesn't match you according to your points at all. You'll be in a match, you have 5,000 points, you'll be in a match with people who have 1,000 points and people who have like 10,000 points. The game doesn't care. It just puts you with anyone anyway. So they don't mean anything. They're completely frivolous. Why do they even exist? I don't know. The thing is, if Nintendo was going to charge $80 for this game, you would think they would have put in enough effort to say, hey, we're going to make our game competitive. We're going to have leagues. We're going to have rankings. You're going to want to get to the master level, much like if you're playing a competitive fighting game and you're ranking up, or maybe you're playing Call of Duty and you have incremental unlocks. No, there's nothing. I'm serious. There's absolutely nothing.
Okay, I'll come out and say it. Mario Kart can be played competitively, but it's not to the degree of like a Street Fighter or like a Tekken or like a League of Legends. It is something that you're competitive with friends, with peers, at social gatherings. Like when I was in high school, bro, Mario Kart DS, we played that shit competitively. We played that shit on the bus, we played that shit at school. After school, all we were doing was just trying to get bragging rights of who was the best Mario Kart player. And yes, I know some people are gonna say that Mario Kart does have, the small tournaments. They even had the Nintendo Mario Kart 8 Championship. But at the end of the day, Mario Kart does not have the edge that what a fighting game, a MOBA, a hero shooter, those games are made for competitive play, and Mario Kart is never going to be that because Mario Kart was never meant to be this hardcore, sweaty, try-hard competitive game, which for some reason DSP really wants it to be in this game, which doesn't make any fucking sense. And I'm gonna spit a hot take. You can agree with me if you want or not, but I think this is the whole case of this. DSP wants a ranking system because he's looking for self-esteem. He's looking for something that he can play the game, achieve some sort of title, and then he can go and brag about how he's the best player. He's like the high tiers in Mario Kart, which I think is kind of pathetic for a 43-year-old to like try to get some sort of like self-validation that he's good at Mario Kart when everybody in the world knows that he just fucking sucks at this game. And the last thing I'm gonna say is, you want this guy, DSP, Dark Side Phil, to have a ranked competitive mode in Mario Kart? Remind me how he is when he's playing actual competitive games?
Dude, fuck you. Dude, seriously, Wenzel, fuck you. Your connection is terrible. Did you see that? He teleported into the fucking sky. No completion of the set for you. You're the lowest of the fucking low, bottom of the barrel scum, stuck to the bottom of the wood that you try to scrape off and it won't come off. You're never gonna beat anyone. And you teabag because you're such a fucking worthless human. I can't do anything now because these are mix-ups I've never seen before. This pisses me off, man. It really does. Losing to lack of character knowledge and a bunch of fucking spammed moves. Now I'm fucking demoted because of this shit because I never seen it. And then he doesn't want to rematch because he's a fucking bitch. A stupid bitch who doesn't want me to get a chance to win because he saw that I almost did. You're just mashing low, fierce, and lag, and you're mashing jab and lag. So mashing favors the scrub. Mashing favors the scrub. If all you're doing is this, die, it's gonna hit, die. That's not fighting game gameplay. That's retardation, stupid. The game literally doesn't work. And you're just right, oh, watch this. I'm so impressive. Do it offline, bitch. It'll never work offline because you can block offline and you can do your moves offline. You're a fucking loser.
There. I think I made my point.
Online play that has absolutely no effort put into it. Oh, by the way, there's also one final point that I need to make that no one else has talked about on the internet. You ready for this? Mario Kart World lags when you play it online. And you might say, wait, it does? Why haven't I heard anyone say anything about that? In fact, I've heard the opposite. I've heard people say that it doesn't lag. Do you want to know why? Because once again, Nintendo is dishonest in this game. They actually hide the lag. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of games with online competitive play, if there's lag, they'll slow down the game in order for the game to be able to play catch-up. Mario Kart World doesn't do that. It continues to always play at full speed, but what happens is the game starts to kind of bug out. But the game never lags, right? No, the game is lagging, but Nintendo doesn't make the game slow down. It still plays full speed, so it hides the lag.
Okay, I'm not gonna like pretend that I'm an expert when it comes to like lagging and stuttering and latency, all this stuff. As I don't really know, man. I'm just a guy that fucking talks about video games and just drinks. Like, I don't know anything about this shit. But I'm gonna be honest, I've been playing Mario Kart for the past month, and I have not seen a single kind of lag, a single kind of stuttering, nothing. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but then again, do remember that this is DSP, the guy that is always constantly saying that every game has lag, every game has input lag, every game is always lagging, rollback netcode sucks, so just keep in mind about that.
And then I die. Go fuck yourself, Treyarch, you lazy motherfuckers and your terrible fucking netcode. Go fuck yourself. Oh, once again, tell you right now, it's connections. The connections suck ass, but Nintendo hid the lag so that you can't see it. It works online because the fucking connection is ass.
From my experience, I haven't had a single problem with Mario Kart World Online. It's running perfectly fine, it's running perfectly well. A little too well if you ask me, because I was expecting this to be another repetition of how Super Smash Bros. Ultimate played. Now that was a horrible time to play online. But so far, everything has been running smoothly, and I'm not even using like, you know, a LAN or Ethernet. I'm using just my regular old Wi-Fi. And the part where DSP is saying that like, oh, he can see the lag and stuff like that. Brother, cut the shit. I've seen this guy play. This guy can't see anything that's in front of him. He can't see the large bus heading right for him. He can't see the bomb that is like 10 meters away from him. He can't see any of this shit, and it has like the reaction time of a rock, but he has the Sharingan when it comes to seeing the hidden lag, the latency going down, the stuttering, all this shit that he's just saying. It's just fucking excuses because the guy sucks, dude. Don't buy into this guy's bullshit, alright?
If you don't believe me, there is one absolutely irrefutable piece of evidence that proves what I'm saying. When you're playing Knockout Tour mode online, and you reach one of the gates to qualify and continue to race, all of a sudden, in your corner of your screen, it'll say, you're in 3rd place, 4th place. But as you approach the gate, it disappears. Then you drive through the gate, the game takes about half a second to figure it out, and then all of a sudden, the game will tell you whether or not you qualified, and then, after another half a second, your ranking will appear again. If the game didn't lag, why would it need to erase your ranking, try to compute where you are, and then tell you later? It would just keep you in that place. But it actually doesn't know because it lags. It actually has to think for a second, and it has to look at all of its calculations to see where you are and figure it out and then tell you later. And there have been times when I'm at like 18th place and I'm at the qualification gate. You must be top 20 to qualify. My ranking disappears. I drive through and it's eliminated. But I was in 18th. Well, actually, I wasn't. But the game hid the lag by saying that I was in 18th, deleting that, and then just saying you're eliminated.
And his absolutely irrefutable largely evidence, or whatever the fuck he says, it's just another lie, and it's just him talking out of his ass yet again. And unlike DSP, I actually have evidence and can actually prove my point. So big shout out to Atlas the Bookkeeper, one of my favorite detractors that I love listening to every Saturday after work. If he gets to see this, bro, you rock, you're awesome. So let's take a look at Phil's hard evidence that he's talking about.
Another random explosion out of nowhere. What? It said I was at 18th. It said 18th. I crossed the finish line. Finish. That's some great online play right there. 18th. Not in the top 20.
As you can tell from the clip, there was no lag, there was no input delay, there was nothing. It was just Phil making excuses for him just sucking at the game. As you can see, Phil drives to the geyser and then gets launched up into the air. Now, everybody knows that when you're in the air, you're gonna move slower. So while he's up there doing tricks, you can clearly see that 3 drivers pass him while he's up in the air. And by the time that he lands, 3 people already passed him, and that's why he ends up getting disqualified.
Wrong!
wrong. He was wrong, guys.
And this is a prime example as why you cannot believe what everything DSP says, because everything is a lie. This guy is very comfortable lying and very comfortable spitting out falsely incorrect information. And again, that's why you cannot believe everything he says, because this guy is just known to be a fucking liar.
Now, so Nintendo should be forced to justify the purchase of the Switch 2 at $450 and an $80 purchase of this flagship title. They've done nothing to do that, yet people still bought it in droves. Do you see the problem here? If consumerism's attitude doesn't change, if people don't stop spending on things that are inferior or mediocre, there will never be incentive for a company like Nintendo to ever do better for you. But that's because you reward mediocrity.
This is rich coming from Phil, because after all of this stuff that you just heard him say, this is the same motherfucker that ended up buying 2 Switches. I don't know if he still has the second one, but I know he owns 1 Switch. He ended up buying both Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza at $80 on release date, and he's also the one that bought a bunch of useless accessories for his Nintendo Switch 2 launch day livestream. And again, this is the same guy that's saying that people pay for mediocrity, but yet his fans continue giving him money for the shit slop content that he does. It's fucking hilarious, the hypocrisy of all this.
Do you notice there's no uproar in the gaming community about it, though? Because it's Nintendo. Because Nintendo has this weird fan base of obsessed, cult-like people who, no matter what Nintendo does, they can do no wrong. I don't care that you sold me a half-finished game for more money than every other game, because you're Nintendo and I love you. You can't do anything wrong. Everything's always good with Nintendo, right? No.
No, DSP. This is again you being delusional, being dishonest, and being flat out wrong once again. A lot of people have been criticizing Mario Kart World. If you go to YouTube and just check Mario Kart World, there is a bunch of videos of people making valid points, valid criticisms about how this is not the best Mario Kart game out there. And it's not just Mario Kart World that they're talking about. A lot of people have been angry about the key card situation. A lot of people have always given shit to Nintendo about the stupid stuff that they do. And DSP is being flat out stupid with the whole fanboy comment. Every single thing has fanboys that will always defend and white knife for everything. You have the PlayStation fanboys, you have the Xbox fanboys, you have the PC race, you have the From Software sluts, which DSP is one of them. You even have the Sonic fanbase. Again, this is just a very stupid fucking point that he's trying to make. It's a fucking invalid point because again, every single place has this. Everybody has their loyal fanbase, and Nintendo is no exception to that.
I don't know what else to say. It's that simple. Nintendo has lost their way. Nintendo used to be better than this, but this is now their business strategy. What it is that people are so blindly following Nintendo that they just buy everything. So even though you already got ripped off, in a year, it's like Stockholm Syndrome. I'll just buy again. I'll spend more. Why are you spending more? You already got ripped off. Well, I got to spend more anyway. It's Nintendo. Then Nintendo will never change. Nintendo will never improve if you continue to reward their scamming nature and the mediocrity of what they're putting out in the modern day. It didn't used to be like this. Nintendo always used to go the extra mile. They made sure that their first-party titles had tons of content, polish, and attention, and quality. Remember the Nintendo seal of quality? It used to mean something. Now, it's a joke. Even the first-party titles look nice, but outside of that, there's just no substance, and that's sad. In 2025, Nintendo has essentially become a company that coasts. And they used to be the innovators in gaming. They used to be synonymous with greatness. When you didn't used to say, I want to play a video game. You say, I'm going to go play Nintendo. Do you say that today? No, because Nintendo has been the company that coasts on their previous laurels and doesn't put in the effort to earn your dollar, but you keep spending it. Mario Kart World is a ripoff. I don't recommend it unless you're a hardcore fan, but you're probably going to buy it anyway because no one listens.
And I just love the ending of this, because at the end of the day, he thinks that he just dropped like the largest truth bomb out there, but realistically, he just looks even more retarded than what people already think he is. No, Nintendo hasn't lost their way, they're still going strong. We just got 2 good games, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and we still have other ones like Kirby Air Ride, Metro Prime 4, and other surprises that we don't know. Remember, this system just came out, it is still a baby, so anything that comes out is gonna be exciting for everybody. And I think this whole review ranting is just for one purpose. DSP just has buyer's remorse. But I can't feel pity for you when you're the exact same person that you're complaining about and this exact same person that you're hating. All the practices that you hate, you're the one that's doing it, Papa. How can I, like, the hypocrisy of this guy just never fucking ceases to amaze me.
But also, he still bought it. You notice that DSP says, oh, Nintendo fans, they're like, you know what they said? Oh, that's okay, Nintendo, we'll buy it anyway. And then he's exactly that person that bought it anyway. You can't make this shit up. You can't make anybody look worse in their own argument than right now with this guy.
Then just stop buying Nintendo. Stop playing Nintendo games. Because clearly you're telling us one thing, but you're doing the exact same thing that you really hate. I better not see this guy getting Metro Prime 4, and with all his rants, all his rambling, and all the hypocrisy and all the lies, I just gotta say that this review is truly fucking garbage. Now, I would like to say that this is over, but guys, I'm sorry, I'm lying. We're gonna cover DSP Nintendo again. The guy currently is playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I have seen some of his streams and some of the clips, and yeah, this guy is fucking hating this game. To the point that I know he's gonna have a whole nother session bashing and talking shit about Donkey Kong Bonanza, and yeah, I'm not gonna fucking tolerate that. But yeah, guys, with that, we're gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube shenanigans. I read all of my comments, I reply to them, and I like having conversation and discussion. Just don't agree with DSP because I'll probably ignore it because I will think also that you're an idiot too. No offense. But yeah, guys, until the Donkey Kong Bonanza video, stay safe, stay beautiful, and remember, don't be a DSP.